We are at Crinale, which is a recording studio in a 400-year-old farmhouse, about 45 minutes from Bologna. And the reason I came here really was that a friend of mine, John Convertino, who's a drummer with the band Calexico, we were talking about our Italian heritage and Italian musicians and people that he had worked with, and he mentioned this guy called Antonio, and who I now know is locally known as Don Antonio. And it turned out Antonio actually was a musician who had been in a band that I really liked a few years ago, a band called Calexico, and I had one of their albums, and it had that kind of desert noir sound that I really loved. So I knew that he was somebody that I would like to meet. So came over here and did a bit of a reconnaissance trip. We got on like a house on fire, really, Antonio and I. And when I came on the first visit, a couple of his musician friends who he works with a lot were also in the building, and that was Piero on drums and Luca on guitar. I got invited to have a little jam session with them, and there was just something right away that clicked. There was a great spirit between us, and I decided then that this would be the place I would like to come back to and make my next album. Working with Antonio has been really very special. He's such a talent, not just as a musician but as a producer. On my last few records I've taken the role of producer mainly, and with this one it's very much a collaboration. Musically he understands stuff, he has all the right records for reference, he likes all the right musicians, and anything like that was just, so easy to, when you're thinking of a track that you wanted it to have maybe the essence of a certain song from the past or recording from the past, he was able to just go straight to it and get that sound. It actually makes me feel like we should have a big, massive, long instrumental section, and then...
Yeah, this kind of Neil Young sound goes, Neil Young plays techno.
And his collection of guitars and vintage equipment, amplifiers, keyboards, you name it, he's got a massive box of tricks.
John Convertino from Calexico created the contact. I played with Convertino in at least 3 of my records. He's a dear friend and a great drummer. And Dean worked with Calexico on his previous release, and I think he wanted to create something that was in a line of continuity with that, but also with some different flavors in it. And I think John did a fine thing, because we clicked and we started creating in the very first moment. My role in the album was helping arranging, helping producing, and most of all putting together a family, a sonic family, which could serve the purpose of that song without even explaining it, even in a natural way. For me, working for other people's song is a big challenge and a big honor. It's really a trip in your own ego. You can be taken out from your own ego and just putting the same effort and the same love when the final result actually belongs to someone else and starts from his own intuition. But after some days, for me, there's no difference.
You lied there.